Hi, I'm Richard from Jennings Bramley Furniture, and I'm based in South London. I design, make and fit bespoke furniture, and I'm going to show you some DIY tips. This is a bench grinder, and it's used for sharpening chisels, knives, things like that. You use the front edge, you don't use the sides, you just use the front edge. It comes towards you, spins around, and you rest your tool on the rest. And this little thing here is to protect your eyes from sparks of metal that fly off. And then you move the tool across when it's spinning, obviously, left and right, to get rid of any nicks that you might have got in there. Maybe you were chiseling something and hit a screw. This one's also got a water sharpener at this end too. This has got, the stone sits in a bath of water, and it brings the water up and cools the chisels as you sharpen them. And it's got these little parts here, they're resting knives on to sharpen knife blades, axes and things like that. It's not that safe to sharpen a knife on here, because if you do, what very often happens is it gets pulled down like that, and you don't want a knife moving very fast in front of you. So I'll show you first of all this end. What you've got to try and do, look at the blade, you'll see there's a scooping at the back, then a flat front, and you'll see a couple of nicks where I've hit things. They're not very big nicks. I'm just showing you this to show the machine. What you do is you increase the size of the scoop, the scooped part here, but you leave the front edge. If you get the blade too hot, it goes blue. So, and when it goes blue, it loses it's called its temper. It's how hard the blade is. So what you want to do is, every now and again, you stop and you dunk the blade in water, and it just cools it down. And then just dry it, and then just keep on grinding a little bit. So I'll show you this end first. And for this, you need goggles and ear defenders. And you look from the side, try and judge where you're going to touch it, so you don't actually touch the front edge on. You carefully move it from side to side. You'll see a whole clean area there where I've ground off. It's quite aggressive, this thing. If you cut too close to the edge, the front edge, you will make the steel go blue. So always just scoop the back out. This one here is cooler because it's got the water cooling on. This is the stone's all wet. It's much slower. It's basically the same principle. On this one, the stone comes towards you. On this one, the stone goes away from you. On this one, you can sharpen up to the edge. Again, you judge from the side, so that you get the whole blade being sharpened. Just move slowly across. If you keep the blade in one place all the time, you just wear a great big groove in the stone, and then you can't sharpen anything flat. So you keep moving across to keep the stone flat, not just to keep the blade flat. You don't have to stop and dunk it, because the blade's actually quite cool on this. You can see now it's fairly evenly sharpened all the way across. That's not actually sharp enough to use yet. You then want to use your sharpening stone, sharpen it on that, and then lap it. But it's good to get big nicks out the end of it and to roughly sharpen the tool before honing it.